Hello everyone, this is Brett with Revisto. With our new Clash Automation feature coming out soon, I wanted to take this time to really go over and really put out a series of videos that's going to tackle the entire process from beginning to end. What we're looking at here in this first session are the building blocks of what makes Clash Automation work. Not only from the standpoint of processing information, getting issues out, but also how can we take advantage of this live in the model, in that meeting, or sitting at that desk every day. So let's talk a little bit about some of the 5.0 advancements that happened prior to the Clash Automation release. Up here you can see that we have the ability to look at our object tree. This was a very big aspect that we needed to tackle prior to Clash Automation to make sure that it would work the way that we had wanted it to. And this is something that users will need to be familiar with before jumping in. The object tree simply allows us to drill down into these areas and see these individual objects as they exist in the model. So here we can isolate and we can go ahead and focus on that object, and as you see, it will take us directly to that individual object, allowing us to then open its properties. Properties will be located right here and will also play a role in clash detection, as we can base search sets off of certain properties, as well as reviewing properties of items that have clashed together inside of the results. So very powerful tools that were introduced with version 5. Moving on, we also have the ability to search for certain objects. So here, being able to search down a property condition, such as a system classification, as we can see right here, and easily finding the parts of that system, such as exhaust air, we can find all of those elements, and as we can see, the exhaust air has been selected inside of the model. From there, we can move into our next section, which would be search sets. Search sets are really going to be the basis of Clash Automation in every way. There will not be selection-based clashes or anything of that nature. Everything will be related to a set. However, we have made sets more flexible. So in here, if I want to save this as a set, I can simply save that search as a set in a specific folder. Notice all of these sets can be shared, and that's going to play a big role in the power that we can do with our new Clash Automation and the ability to communicate these quicker. If I want to drop that into Clash and simply say exhaust air, I can do that, and now we can see under Clash we have all of our various Clash tests, different ways that we can select files, and including that set that I just created from that quick search. Search sets are really going to be important for diving into Clash. There are going to be multiple ways that we can use this, and especially when we get into automating different scopes and users, we can use that object data to understand who those users may be. So this is all very important, and a very important thing to understand before taking on Clash Automation inside of Revisto. Jumping into some of the other tools that will be very important are the appearance profiling tools. The reason that these will be so important is because we will be able to interact with these pre-made views while we're working with Clash results, which can be very beneficial to users that are responsible for BIM coordination or VDC type activities. So here we can see the various ways that we can view the model, and I have some very simple views set up on the left. If I switch to a coordination view, you can see that it switches to a specific type of view based on the criteria we have in the profile. If I go to mechanical and structure, you're going to see that everything switches to be nothing but structural steel, concrete, and mechanical ductwork. This is because we've set this up in the appearance profiler. Once again, here we can see everything in white, which will play another role inside of the Clash Automation, as this will be our default to make the clashes stick out among all of the other items in here with the ability to go back to another coordination view. So the appearance profiles will be very important to moving forward with Clash automation. Thank you, and in the next session, we're going to be actually diving into the new tool and seeing exactly what it's all about. Thank you.